Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Again, a Thursday edition, meaning that I did not quite see your guys' response to the previous episode. It's been edited, it just hasn't gone live yet, so I don't know, I can just predict that you'll be like, oh, calm down about Dahlia Hawthorne, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, whatever the case may be, when we last left off, we sort of cooked Dahlia Hawthorne's goose a little bit, but we're not too sure. I think we're gonna lose because Edrith is technically undefeated until Phoenix beat him in the future, so yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and hit continue from save point. Oh, I chose this one. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're really good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill the policewoman anyway? Because her name isn't Melissa Foster, it's Dahlia Hawthorne. They're sisters. She was gonna go tell Dahlia about something. In fact, that's actually an interesting... Oh, hold on to that. Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information? Right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing! I didn't kill nobody! I never lie! Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. I'm starting to wonder if English is his first language or not, if he just didn't get a proper education. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Interesting. Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true, I did! I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne? What? Okay, I see. You shouldn't have dated a witch like that in the first place. I hope you learn your lesson, buddy. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Oh no, that's I think. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Love that slow scrolling text. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie betray me! Betray us! What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything, all lies, all make-believe, kidnapping too! A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel! Did he actually say, my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says! Anything Dahlia says! Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute! What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia! And Valerie, too! Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family's rich. Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business, we get one jewel, that's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We send to her dad. Ask for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie makes transfer cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million three ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman! That woman! Valerie! She'd do it for real! She shoot me at for real! Shoot at me for real! Me and Dahlia! Ah, so I see the witch gene is inherited in the family. I was shot in arm! Dahlia, she jumped in river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it! I could never push her! Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it! That woman, she betrayed me! That man, Terry Falls, he killed her! That man, Terry Falls, he killed her! He threw her off the bridge! Okay, so I take it, so I still think that he's gonna get off the hook, but somehow Dahlia is going to put all the blame on Valerie. Thus, Edgeworth is going to technically win. He gets off the hook, and then Valerie gets to go back to college. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. He threw my beloved sister to the roaring river 40 feet below! I really don't know what voice to give her. I should just give her the Rita voice, huh? These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? 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 Why did she lie? That's all I want to know! So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did she lie? Why did you lie? Why'd you betray me? I just want to hear her answer come from her mouth, that's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? What do you think, Mia? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Well, I mean, Dahlia was actually okay. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You come back in now. We're about to ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, did you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Well, I mean, her body isn't... Okay. Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They never found her? Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess you were robbing Kratos before diamonds. She planned a fake kidnapping and disappears to the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel or is she really a witch? It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet, Merity. Diamond added to the court record. The trading wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. Always one of his rules, I tell ya. February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Who wants to bet that I'm going to forget how to do his voice like 3 times in this thing? Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside when your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course! Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see! You're such an honest and upstanding young lady! It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at the 100-watt smile. That! Just when things are darkest for her. Click! She lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Alrighty then. Witness testimony, Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never ever been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defense is a terrible, horrible monster. Defendant. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet! Merity. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Alrighty then. Melissa Foster's history. We have this. Let's go ahead and save. One thing I don't get is why, like, sometimes in this game, like, there will be like auto scroll, like the stuff will auto scroll, but it will go, like, the text will go by so slow when it does it. Like, honestly, it's kind of hard to, like, predict accurately, like, because, like, I don't see, like, the entire line when I read it. I sort of have to guess the tone that they're saying before they even finish it, before I'm even able to finish reading the sentence. So, and when it's even slower like that, when it's auto scrolling, it's even worse. I don't know. Anyway, because I was out of the country until the year before last. So, what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed. It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Press harder. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case. Hey, Edgeworth! This is related to the case somehow, alright? How about you stop wagging that finger of yours? I don't know why I'm talking like I'm I'm Furio Tigre or something. I don't know. Actually, that wasn't really Furio Tigre, but anyway. I lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed! Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Alright, we're gonna press this last. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. You were a lying sack of crap, you know that? Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors, picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. Nudge nudge wink wink. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went to the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? The prosecution objects to any question that involves a witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you! She's really gone too far!
Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here! I hardly said anything! Talk about sensitive!
I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at that time, an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair!
That wicked inmate! I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. And he forgot what you look like too, Dahlia. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? It doesn't look like we'll lose anything if we have it add to the testimony, so we'll have it add to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally imbalanced one at that. The testimony only hopes to further prove that point. No, that's not what I... Enough! Witness, if you would!
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
Interesting. We'll press that one second to last, or I'll press that one last.
Oh, kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me, she's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. Alrighty then, without further ado, we'll have an awkward pause. See you guys in the next episode.